Hey guys, it's Aaron come back at you again with another amazing YouTube video, and today is another Walking Dead review. Now, today's review will be on The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 13? Yeah, Episode 13, The Same Boat. Or is it 14? I don't know. But, tonight's episode was, I liked it, but it was kind of feels like it was filler, but they have to do what they have to do. So, tonight's episode, Rick and his group took Primo hostage, and Paula, I think that's the Orange redhead bitch's name, took Carol and Maggie hostage, and they were planning on trading, but the redhead bitch didn't believe them, so took Maggie and Carol to some kind of slaughterhouse and kept them there for the entire episode. But I like this episode. It was mainly surrounded around women, and that's kind of good for a TV show like this. You don't really get to see a lot of just women-centered episodes. I'm not saying that it's wrong that there's not enough, but it was good to have this because to show that these people are just as how can I say it, damaged as the other people in the group in this apocalypse. So let's move on. In tonight's episode, Carol was acting really, really weird. I think Morgan is very just starting to get to Carol. She doesn't want to kill anyone. She didn't want to kill the people that abducted her in the forest. She didn't want to kill them after they abducted him. Carol gave Paula more than enough chances to run away, but in the end, Carol ended up killing her anyway. But she didn't want to, and she didn't like having to kill them, so I really think Morgan is starting to get to Carol. Now, moving on, another really weird thing about this episode was that, firstly, the guy that Rick and his group took hostage, which is Primo, as a bargaining chip for Carol and Maggie back for Paula and her other parts of her group. They both said the same thing. It was weird. They both said that we are all Negan, or Primo specifically said, "I am Negan." Now, obviously, we know that's not true because they have cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, but what does that mean? Is that it's weird? Is Negan brainwashing these people, or are they just trying to keep their leader's identity safe as a kind of I don't know, some kind of mind games type of stuff? But it's really weird. Let's move on. I think we may. The way it looks right now, we possibly couldn't see Negan until the season finale, but there is a slight chance that we may hear his voice or see a glimpse of him. Maybe, I don't know. I just really would like to see him before the season finale, but his story, I just want you guys to know, do you remember how long the governor lasted? Well, Negan's going to last twice as long. It's not going to be like Terminus or those other people that Rick and his group aren't just going to kill him off in a few episodes. This is going to last maybe another entire full season. Negan is 10,000 times worse than the governor. He is so much worse, and Rick and his group does not realize what they are doing or what they have done by killing all those people. Negan is going to be very, very pissed off. They have no idea what they're getting into. They think that outpost was pretty much all of Negan's group. Negan, no. Negan has thousands and thousands of people, all hardcore, just murderers or serial killers, basically, that just do not care. They are not good people. It's going to be bad. It is going to be very bad. Some people have been saying there's a confusion on who Negan will kill. I personally still think it will be Glenn. It needs to be a big character. If it's a small character, sorry, it won't have as big as an effect as it does in the comic book. It needs to have a big effect. So, and some people are thinking it'll be Daryl. Daryl was introduced to Dwight, and I think that means that a storyline is going to be carried out in between them. So that kind of confirms he won't be killed. The only other big character that a lot of people care about is let's see, pretty much Daryl, but they can't I don't know, they can't really kill him. But I just really think they're going to kill Glenn. I just want the kill to be very, very effective, and I want it to stay true to the comic book. It needs to. And they have been foreshadowing Glenn's death a lot, like him coming across those pictures. Out of all people that discovered the pictures, it was emphasized on Glenn. There's a reason for that. They had a lot of one-on-one conversations, and they've fake killed him like at least 2 times now. I think they were just setting us up to think that when Negan gets him down for the eeny money mo, when Glenn is supposed to die, they're trying to either set us up to where we think, it's just going to be another fake death, he's going to get out of this fine, or they're just trying to test us to see how people would react if Glenn died. So, moving on. I don't know if you guys saw a teaser after The Talking Dead. I always watch The Talking Dead. It's great. It is a great show. But in the teaser, I think at a certain point, I'll see if I can find a picture. If I can't, I'm sorry, but at a certain point, it's like really fast. It's like 2 seconds up on the screen. You see Rick, and it looks like there's bars in front of him. So, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in not last night's episode, but last week's episode, in the end, you saw Morgan welding something, or working on something. That was a cell. He was building a cell to put someone in like he did, like that guy did to him, to change him into the person he is. So, in that teaser, I saw bars, and Rick was behind it. Does that mean Morgan puts Rick behind bars? That would be really interesting. Very, very interesting. But it would piss Rick off a lot. But I think it would sort of be good for Rick. It would be really good for Rick. I don't think it's going to work as well as it did on Morgan, but I think it'll get Rick back to the days of, like, Season 1 or Season 2, where he's understanding and not as fast to just pop you off. Alright, on to the next. This also goes along with the confusion between who Negan will kill. It could possibly be Maggie. A lot of people really like Maggie, but because if you watch The Walking Dead, again, if you don't, you really should. The actor, they kept doing interviews with her, and she was on The Talking Dead. The actor, her hair is like very, very short. It is not nearly as long as Maggie's hair. Now, if you're an actor and you're in The Walking Dead, you have to have your hair a certain length because they like to pay as close detail as they can, because to the just the details to show how much time has gone by. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but the walkers from Season 1 to Season 6, they have immensely degraded and decomposed, and they continue to. Our characters have also continued to grow their hair out, like Carl. He's got, like, long-ass hair. He needs to get his hair cut. Yeah, but I think Lauren Cohan, sorry, good voice crack. Lauren Cohan, I think that's her name. Her hair is, like, way shorter than it is in the TV show. So that kind of raises some question. Does she get killed by Negan? It would have just as much an effect, and it would greatly change Glenn. Like, Glenn got his first kill. It has already affected him a little bit. But if Maggie gets her head bashed in right in front of him, that's really, really going to change Glenn. But I think in the comic book, Negan has a policy with killing women. So, I don't know. I don't think it's Maggie. I personally still think it's going to be Glenn. Now, this is going to be the last point. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully I'm not rambling all over the place and you can understand what I'm saying. But I think if we do not see Negan before the season finale, I think we are going to see Dwight. Now, Dwight is a part of Negan's group, and in the book, or comic book, Dwight gets half his face burned off by Negan. Now, we haven't seen that yet in the television adaptation, but I think, because Dwight didn't, I think when Daryl met Dwight, Dwight took a lot of his stuff and his motorcycle, and somehow, if you watched last night's episode, Primo had that motorcycle. So that means Dwight went back to Negan. Now, in this process, most likely, I think Dwight got half his face burned off, and I think we may see him return, maybe even in the next episode. But it will be 100% before the season finale, I think, because they have to kind of keep the story going so they can hold off Negan's arrival until the final episode. But I absolutely cannot wait to see Negan, even though he's such a bad guy. Like, you all know you are excited to see him. Now, that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, I want to know you watched it. Let me know what you think, if you think I got anything wrong. I'm going to start doing these every Sunday. They take a really long time to edit and make, but I really, really enjoy making these. So, hopefully you enjoyed. Like, comment. I want to know you watched the video. Subscribe if you want to. And I really hope to see you next time.